Hey everyone, in today's video we're going to have a go at texturing a dumbbell. So quite an easy thing to do, there's only like a couple of parts to it. What we're going to start with is a cylinder. I'm just going to bring it up a little bit above there. E to rotate, hold down J to snap it into place, and hit T to get the properties up, and axis I'm going to put in 6. So we've got like that hex shape to it. Then what I'm going to do is let's go to the modeling toolkit, go to multi-cut, hold down control and middle mouse button, and then go to W, grab the edge, and bevel, like that. So now what I can do, right click on the edge, grab those two outside edges, R to scale, bring them in, something like that. Okay, and then what we'll do is let's grab all the edges, Control B, 2 segments, bring it in tighter, fit 3 now. See, we've got our nice rubber hex looking dumbbell. Then let's grab another cylinder. Let's bring that up into position as well. Let's E to rotate. E to rotate, hold on J to snap it into position. Oh, there we go. R to scale, so bring it down, something like that. I'll bring it over here. E to rotate it again in that direction. I'm actually going to get rid of these faces here because we don't need them. And same on this side. Oh, no. There we go. Get object, R to scale, Control D to duplicate and bring that out to the other side, something like that. That looks a little bit too fat, so let's bring that in a little bit, and then it can scale out again. And maybe I want a bit closer. That looks a bit better scale wise. Maybe a little bit closer still. There you go. Bring these into position. And then we want to make sure we're going to bring in some edge loops there. Let's Control B, bevel, and bring in like that. And then what we want to do is make it a little bit fatter in the middle. Because they're not perfectly cylindrical, they are a little bit like that, maybe a little bit more. Something like that. And then what we're going to do, because you do have the knurling on there, like the grippy part, so let's select these faces here, Control E to extrude, give it a little bit of thickness, not much. Like that, and then there is always a little bit more of the knurling closer to the edge. To Control B, let's bring that in a little bit because it's not much though. Then let's grab these faces, Control E to extrude, and again we don't want much for this, just a little bit. Yeah, something like that. So let's give that a quick save, file and save. Dumbbell. And then what we will do is we'll add in most of the details in Substance Painter, but let's just grab that face, Control E. Let's see how that looks if I do it. Actually, we'll do that in Substance Painter. Let's leave that as it is. Okay, so quite an easy one to model, quite a quick one, but what we'll do is we'll unwrap it at the same time. So let's just grab all of those at the minute. Let's go to UV and delete UVs. Let's grab this, go to UV editor. And for argument's sake, let's just try, let's select it and go to automatic. Okay, let's then go to edge. Because it's not something that's going to take a long time, we'll see how it looks. If it doesn't look good, we'll do it manually, but let's try it first. Just selecting the edges and stitching together. So actually I think it's alright, there's no real distortion, there's a little bit of distortion there. Okay, there was a little bit of distortion, so why have we got some distortion? Okay, so that's just when we smooth shade it, okay, that's fine. Okay, so that is unwrapped. Yeah, that all goes away once we stop smoothing it over. But all the cubes are the same sort of size, which is what we want. Okay, so what we'll do, let's just delete that. Go to top view. Control D to duplicate, double W to move and bring that back into position. Then let's grab this, Control 1, create and camera based. Let's just cut off where we want to have our other knurling parts. So we're going to grab these edges here. We'll grab down at the bottom and shift right click, go cut, UV shells, unfold. Perfect. So that is all that unwrapped. What we will try, let's just try and unwrap this manually first and see if it looks any better, and if it does, we'll keep it. If not, we'll just stick with the automatic one that we've done. But for argument's sake, let's just go to create and camera based. And then let's go to edge, let's grab this edge. Cut, UV shells, unfold. Actually, I do think that's probably gone a bit better. Those are a bit off scale wise, but we'll mess with that once we've done it. So I think actually, let's get rid of the automatic one and let's stick with the manual one. So let's take that. So you can see the difference. Let's take that and delete it. Let's go to top view. Control D to duplicate, W to move. Like that. Then let's grab all of those. UV shell, select them all, right click, modify and layout. Then you come back in. There you go. Now, so yeah, now the fact that those were all different sizes is now sorted out. Got all those unwrapped. There is no distortion anywhere, which is what we want. So let's close that. Let's give that a quick save. Right, let's smooth both those first. Let's go mesh, smooth, and mesh and smooth. Let's grab both of those, right click, favourite material, go to blend, and call that rubber body because that's what it's made from. Let's grab this one, and the main part will do as one material. Call that main handle. But then what we do want is that and these two here. Call that knitting. And then Control-1. So we've got that, and then let's just delete history, freeze transformations. Control-D to duplicate. Bring in another one. So we've got two. Then let's just, so they're not completely the same, let's mesh, combine, E to rotate, bring it just in a bit. Same here, let's mesh, combine, E to rotate, bring it in a bit. And then let's just mesh, separate. Okay, and there we go, file and save. So that is the dumbbells modelled and unwrapped. Quite an easy one to do, but quite a few nice little tricks in there, and then take that into some later and have a go at texturing it. Hopefully you found that useful and interesting. Got any questions, leave a comment down below or email me at designwithsimon@outlook.com.